After the NIA raids on several locations following an India Today expose, now a rattled Hurriyat conference will meet at 11 a.m. on Monday. A joint leadership front of Syed Ali Shah Gilani, Mirwais Umar Farooq and Yasin Malik issued another statement slamming the centre and said that it is practicing a policy of witch hunt and terror in the valley. Remember, there have been multiple raids that are being conducted by the National Investigation Agency to probe the funding of Hurriyat and various separatist leaders in the valley. This after the allegations were, in fact, this after the expose that was made by India Today. Let me now go across to Managing Editor Rahul Kamal, who is joining me on the phone line for more on this. Rahul, tomorrow this crucial meeting, Hurriyat now feels isolated. They are trying to project a united front to take on the government.
Well, the Hurriyat leadership is rattled like never before after this big India Today expose, the Hurriyat Truth Tapes, where some of the most prominent faces of the Hurriyat conference have been exposed for what they truly are, terrorists and two-faced liars. They've been pretending that the agitation that they've been organizing in Kashmir is a violent indigenous protest. Our investigation shows it's nothing of the sort. Now with the NIA cracking down with the kind of intensity that we've seen from the National Investigation Agency, the Hurriyat naturally is very rattled. All three factions, interestingly, they are very, very bitter enemies. The Gilani faction, the Mirwais faction and the Yasin Malik faction, all three getting together for this joint meeting at 11 a.m, following which there's supposed to be a press conference. They're naturally very upset with the Modi government, with the NIA. And remember, it's not just the Hurriyat leadership that's being targeted, it's also people around them, those who've been financing them all these years, who are being targeted. And naturally, the Hurriyat realizes that if this action were to go to its natural end, then the game that the Hurriyat's been playing over several decades in the Kashmir Valley will end once and forever, which is why they're desperate, they're anxious, and tomorrow they're going to try and do this big show of strength.
Rahul Kamal, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. Let me just quickly cut across to Paulmi as well, who is joining us live on this story. Paulmi, another statement has been released by the Hurriyat conference. Just take us through the main points that they have raised in this press release.
Well, of course, Ankit, broadly it's Hurriyat propaganda. They're trying to, of course, try and divert attention from exactly what the NIA is investigating right now. They definitely, as Rahul was pointing out, are rattled by this investigation and the massive scale under which the NIA is conducting this probe. They're, of course, saying that the investigating agency is trying to, in a sense, attack the local business, the local economy of the Kashmir Valley, because a lot of businessmen and traders are on under the NIA radar as far as this investigation goes. Several of them who were raided yesterday as well. Several crucial documents as well as evidences which have been seized from them. Crores of cash which has also been seized from these people who have, in a sense, been running the show from the sidelines for these separatists, financing them as well. So these are Hawala operators. These are businessmen who are running the show. And now, of course, the leadership absolutely rattled because their funding is out in the open.
Paulmi, thank you so much for joining us with all those details.